A communicable infection is an infection that can be transmitted from one person to another. In order for a person to acquire a communicable infection, 6 key conditions must be met. Together, these 6 conditions are the links that make up the chain of infection. By breaking this chain, you can help stop the spread of communicable disease in your facility. The 6 conditions in the chain of infection are pathogen, reservoir, portal of exit, method of transmission, portal of entry, and susceptible host. In order for the chain of infection to remain intact, each of these conditions must be present. Condition number 1 in the chain of infection requires that a pathogen be present. Pathogens, remember, are microbes capable of causing illness. A reservoir is a place where something is stored or held in reserve. In healthcare, a reservoir is any place where a pathogen can live while waiting for an opportunity to infect someone. Condition number 2 in the chain of infection requires the presence of a reservoir. Potential reservoirs include the bodies of humans and other animals, food and water, and objects called fomites that have come in contact with an infected person's body or body fluids. Pathogens collect and live in these reservoirs, and in some cases, they multiply. The third condition in the chain of infection is that pathogens must have a way to leave the reservoir, that is, a portal of exit or exit door. A pathogen might leave via the respiratory tract in mucus, via the gastrointestinal tract in feces or saliva, via the skin in blood or drainage from a wound, or via the urinary tract excreted in the urine. The fourth condition in the chain of infection is that there must also be a method of transmission, that is, a way for the microbe to get from the reservoir to another person. Direct transmission requires close contact between an infected and a non-infected person. In such cases, the reservoir consists of the infected person's body or bodily fluids, and the method of direct transmission of infection could involve touching the infected person or breathing contaminated air after the person talks, sneezes, or coughs. Indirect transmission involves a fomite, again, an object or surface that has been soiled or contaminated by an infected person. Transmission occurs when a non-infected person touches a fomite. Examples of fomites that can be easily contaminated include drinking glasses, side rails, and bed linens. Condition number 5 in the chain of infection requires a portal of entry, that is, a doorway into an uninfected person. The same organ systems that served as portals of exit also serve as portals of entry. Portals of entry include the respiratory tract, the gastrointestinal tract, the genitourinary tract, and breaks in the skin. The 6th and final condition in the chain of infection is that a susceptible person or host must be available to the pathogen as a new target for infection. The key word here is susceptible.